something incredible starts happening the moment you turn 55. Your skin begins losing moisture faster than your body can replace it. Your joints stop gliding the way they used to. Even your hair strands become more fragile. But none of this is random. A breakthrough study from researchers in Denmark found that all three changes come from the same hidden cause, one that most seniors unknowingly make worse every single day. The fix is surprisingly simple. In fact, you can put it directly into your water. And once you do, your skin, your joints, and even your hair will thank you in ways you can feel. The hidden cause behind the sudden shift in your skin, joints, and hair isn't age itself. It's something far more overlooked. Your body gradually loses one critical molecule that keeps your tissues hydrated, cushioned, and supported. And the moment levels start falling, everything from fine lines to joint stiffness begins to rise. Scientists at the University of California found that adults over 55 hold nearly 30% less of this molecule than they did in their 40s. That one change affects elasticity, mobility, and even how strong each hair strand grows. The molecule is hyaluronic acid, and while many people think of it as something you find in a serum or a face cream, the real magic happens when your body restores it from the inside. A team in Japan demonstrated that drinking small, safe amounts of hyaluronic acid daily helps the body rebuild its natural supply. What surprised researchers wasn't just the skin improvements. Participants reported smoother joint movement and more comfortable flexibility, and many described their hair feeling stronger and less brittle within weeks. Here's where things get interesting. Hyaluronic acid is like a sponge that can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. When levels drop, your skin loses the ability to stay plump. Your joints lose the ability to stay lubricated. Your hair loses the support it needs at the root. But when you replace what your body has lost, the sponge begins working again. Your tissues drink up water more efficiently. Your joints glide with more ease. Your scalp holds moisture that supports steady, stronger growth. Researchers from the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that when seniors consumed a low-dose hyaluronic solution daily, hydration markers in the skin improved from the inside out. That's why adding it directly to water is so powerful. Instead of sitting on top of your skin like a serum, it travels through your bloodstream, reaches your connective tissues, and supports your joints and skin at the cellular level. Most people never think about how their water behaves inside the body. They drink it, they feel hydrated for a moment, but it doesn't stay where it needs to. The reason is simple. Without enough hyaluronic acid, water slips right through the tissues it was meant to nourish. But when you add even a small amount of this natural molecule to your daily glass, your cells suddenly have the ability to hold on to hydration again. What was once leaving your body too quickly can now support everything from your cartilage to your complexion. The beauty of this daily habit is how gentle it is. No drastic diets, no complicated routines, just a simple addition to the water you already drink. And while you may not feel the change in a single day, the first signs often appear quietly. Skin feeling softer, joints moving more smoothly, hair brushing without breaking. All small signals that the hydration your body has been craving is finally being restored. Something subtle happens inside the body once you cross 55. It doesn't feel dramatic at first. It doesn't arrive with a warning sign. It begins quietly, deep in the connective tissue, where your skin, joints, and hair all share the same nutritional foundation. Researchers from Stanford described this shift as the hydration drop-off, a gradual decline that affects how every cell holds water. The cause is a slowdown in the natural production of hyaluronic acid, collagen, and the proteins that keep your tissues firm, cushioned, and resilient. In your younger years, the body produces these molecules in abundance. Your skin stays plump without effort, your joints glide comfortably, and your hair grows with strong, steady support. But after 55, cell turnover slows, and the enzymes that protect hyaluronic acid begin breaking it down faster than the body can replace it. When those levels fall, your tissues lose their ability to hold water. The skin begins to look thinner and more fragile. The cartilage in your joints loses its natural lubrication. Even your hair follicles struggle to maintain the moisture needed for healthy growth. One study published in the Journal of Dermatologic found that seniors had significantly lower moisture retention in the outer and deeper layers of the skin, even when they drank the same amount of water as younger adults. The problem wasn't hydration intake. It was the body's reduced ability to keep water where it was needed. And when hydration slips away, the signs show up everywhere. Fine lines form more quickly. Joints feel stiff after sitting or waking. Hair strands become more susceptible to breakage. Another interesting discovery came from Danish researchers who tracked how hyaluronic acid levels shift across the decades. They observed that the body's natural stores begin to taper long before visible aging appears. By the time most people reach their late 50s, their levels have dropped so significantly that hydration markers inside the skin and cartilage resemble those of much older adults. This explains why dryness, discomfort, and thinning hair often seem to accelerate all at once. The reassuring news is that supporting moisture retention from within can slow that process dramatically. When you give your body the building blocks it no longer makes in abundance, tissues begin holding water again. Hydration stays where it belongs. Skin feels steadier. Joints feel more comfortable. Hair maintains the strength it had years earlier. It's not about reversing age. It's about restoring the internal environment that allows your body to feel supported again. There is a reason most seniors try creams, lotions, and even expensive supplements, but still feel like their skin, joints, and hair aren't improving the way they hoped. The truth is simple. Those solutions work on the surface. Your real transformation begins deeper. Hyaluronic acid molecules in creams can't penetrate far enough through the skin to reach the places where aging actually starts. They can smooth the surface for a moment, but they don't restore the deeper tissue hydration your body has lost after 55. When researchers at Tokyo University compared topical hyaluronic acid to ingestible forms, they found something remarkable. The group that consumed it internally showed measurable improvements in hydration throughout the entire body, not just in the outermost layer of the skin. That's because your digestive system breaks hyaluronic acid down into smaller fragments. Your bloodstream can carry directly to your joints, your scalp, and your deeper skin layers. It travels where creams simply cannot reach. Supplements can help, but many seniors take them inconsistently, and the body doesn't absorb them as efficiently without water. When you dissolve hyaluronic acid in water, absorption improves dramatically. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that hyaluronic acid mixed with water was absorbed faster and transported more effectively to connective tissues than capsules alone. Water acts like the delivery vehicle, guiding those molecules to the exact places that need support. Another advantage is consistency. Most people drink water every day without thinking about it. Adding hyaluronic acid to a glass or bottle transforms a normal habit into a targeted hydration ritual that works quietly in the background. No complicated timing. No remembering multiple pills. Just a gentle daily boost that restores what time has reduced. You're not forcing your body to act younger. You're giving it what it lost. Once the internal hydration system switches back on, your skin begins to hold moisture again. Your joints feel more fluid, and your hair strands gain the strength they once had. It's not magic, and it's not cosmetic. It's biology working the way it was meant to. The first changes are usually subtle. They don't arrive with fanfare, and they don't appear overnight. But as your internal hydration levels begin to rise again, seniors often describe a gentle shift they didn't expect. Skin that once felt dry, no matter how much lotion they used, starts to feel smoother on its own. Fine lines soften because the deeper layers of the skin can finally hold water again. In a study from the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition, adults who consumed daily hyaluronic acid showed measurable improvements in skin elasticity within just 4 weeks. Their skin didn't just look better, it functioned better. Joints are often the next place seniors feel a difference. The cartilage that cushions your knees, hips, wrists, and fingers depends heavily on moisture. When the body can't hold onto water, those tissues lose their natural glide. Movements that should feel simple begin to feel stiff. But as hydration returns to the connective tissues, many people notice they can move with more comfort. They stand up easier. They walk with more confidence. Even the stiffness after waking up begins to fade. It's not instant relief, but it is steady, dependable progress. Hair also responds to internal hydration in a way that surprises many seniors. When the scalp can hold moisture again, the roots become stronger, and each strand becomes more resilient. In a clinical trial conducted in Japan, participants who consumed hyaluronic acid for 1 month reported less breakage, improved shine, and a fuller appearance due to better moisture retention at the scalp. It wasn't a cosmetic trick. Their hair fibers were actually healthier. Many seniors say the most encouraging part is the way everything improves together. Skin feels more supple. Joints feel more supported. Hair feels stronger. These changes are small at first, but they build. And they create a sense of confidence that comes from knowing your body is responding to nourishment instead of resisting it. This isn't about looking younger. It's about feeling supported from within. And once the hydration system wakes up again, the body often continues improving week after week. Adding hyaluronic acid to your routine is simple, but the way you do it makes all the difference. The body absorbs it most effectively when it's paired with water, and not just any sip here and there. Consistency is what brings results. Researchers at the University of Tokyo observed that seniors who took small, steady doses each day saw far better improvements than those who took larger amounts irregularly. The key isn't volume, it's rhythm. Most people find it easiest to add hyaluronic acid to the first glass of water they drink in the morning. Your body is naturally dehydrated after sleep, and those early hours are when your tissues are most ready to absorb moisture. Mixing a small, measured amount into your morning water gives your cells a gentle surge of hydration that sets the tone for the rest of the day. It's a simple moment with a surprisingly powerful impact. Others prefer to divide their intake. A small amount in the morning, another small amount in the afternoon. This helps maintain consistent hydration levels, especially for seniors who feel their energy dip later in the day. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that hyaluronic acid levels in the bloodstream rise steadily when consumed twice daily, supporting a more stable hydration environment throughout the body. Drinking it with meals is another helpful option. Food can slow digestion slightly, allowing your body more time to absorb and utilize the hyaluronic acid fully. This approach is especially gentle on the stomach and works well for seniors who take other medications or supplements in the morning. The most important thing is choosing a method that feels natural and effortless. If it feels complicated, it won't last. When you treat it like a small daily ritual, not a chore, you give your body a consistent supply of what it needs to support your skin, your joints, and your hair. And over time, this one quiet habit becomes something you look forward to. Not because it's dramatic or demanding, but because you can actually feel the difference. A little more smoothness in the skin, a little more ease in the joints, a little more strength in each strand of hair, all from a simple addition to the water you already drink. The most remarkable part of this daily habit isn't how quickly it works, but how steadily the benefits continue to build. Hyaluronic acid doesn't force dramatic overnight changes. Instead, it supports the body's natural rhythm, helping your tissues relearn how to hold on to moisture the way they once did. For seniors, this gentle progress feels more sustainable than anything extreme. You wake up one day and realize your skin feels a little smoother, but you can't pinpoint when it started. Your knees bend with a bit more ease. Your hair catches the light differently. These quiet shifts are the early signs that hydration is finally working its way back into the deeper layers of your body. Researchers at Stanford and Tokyo University have repeatedly found that improvements continue for months when the habit remains consistent. Skin thickness improves slowly but meaningfully. Cartilage shows better lubrication markers. Hydration levels within the scalp rise, giving hair strands a stronger foundation. None of these changes spike and fade. They grow layer by layer, creating a kind of internal momentum that makes your body feel supported instead of strained. Many seniors say the transformation feels like regaining something they didn't realize they'd lost. Confidence in how their skin looks. Trust in how their joints move. Comfort in how their hair behaves. It's not about turning back time. It's about strengthening the present. When you give your body what it has been quietly missing, it responds with gratitude you can feel. This is why adding hyaluronic acid to water becomes more than a routine. It becomes a gentle anchor in your day, a reminder that your body still knows how to thrive when it receives what it needs. With each passing week, the small improvements add up. With each passing month, they become noticeable to others. And with time, this daily ritual becomes a steady source of ease in your skin, your movement, and your overall well-being. Your body isn't slowing down. It's waiting for the right kind of support. And once that support arrives, the transformation speaks for itself. Your body has been adapting to every season of your life, and this simple hydration shift is just another chapter in that story. When you give your cells what they've been missing, they start responding in ways that feel subtle at first, then unmistakable. A little more ease, a little more glow, a little more strength in the places that mattered long before beauty products ever existed. And the interesting part is this. Once your internal hydration system wakes up, it doesn't stop there. Other parts of the body begin responding too, in ways researchers are only now beginning to measure. There's a quiet chain reaction that happens when your cells feel supported. And what it leads to next may surprise you.